very top.
Okay.
When they come in that door to get them to think. So what you might do, and I don't know if you bring anything to take notes.
Oh, I brought actually the syllabi that she can write on the back of.
Oh, good, because there's so much in between that you can get them so keyed into taking direction.
I know I have a pen.
Well,
I probably
I do.
have one.
I have one.
You did?
Yeah.
You're ahead of me
I
most days.
actually have my notebook too now that I look.
Good. Anyway, these are just super short notes, it's no big deal.
Sure.
So, you have them here, the ballet ones, right?
On Tuesdays in the other room.
Okay, you're in the other room.
Yes, thank you.
All right, and then what other level, is that the class, are they both ballet one classes, the ones you're teaching?
No, I have, Tuesday I have a level 1 and then,
No, level 2.
is that Wednesday?
Oh, Wednesday, you're right, sorry.
Okay, so Tuesday you have level one.
I have level 1 and then a PKJK and then an SK first.
All right.
But can we do the level 1, level 2 at 1 o'clock, because that's when Alyssa's coming.
Oh, okay, so.
Can
what
we
are
start with
doing
the
now?
SK first?
The teeny ones, how old are they?
5 and 6 years old.
Okay, 5 and 6 years old. So the first thing they have to do is you're going to have them line up at the door. I mean, they can actually, they can come in the door, and then they come and they stand like this in 6th position. Okay. So you put, and actually that's going to be, don't even do that. Just have them stand like this in 6th position in single file.
Okay.
And eventually, you're going to have an order that they just pop into. When they walk in that door, they know the order of their line. If someone's missing, then the girl stands behind where that other girl was. So they come in, and then you have music ready to cue. And immediately, you turn on the music, and you have them, actually before that, previous. Once everyone's lined up here along the bar, then you say, okay, on the count of 3, everybody turn to the mirror. 1, 2, 3, turn. And then you get in front of them and you say, we're gonna put our hands on our hips. And you show them how to pick up their hands, or you can go right down the line and stick their hands on their hips. They can learn how to do this at 4. And they pick up their hands and you put them down on their hips with the elbows forward. So they learn that. That's the first thing you do. So you walk in, then you skip that step once they know it. But in the beginning, they're gonna walk in, you're gonna tell them to turn to the mirror, bam, and then you say 1, 2, 3, hands on the hips, boom. And then you say, everybody turn to your right, and you teach them which way their right is. Or in that room, it's gonna be backwards. You could have them line up along the mirror then, in that case, when they come in. The mirror is over there, so everything starts to the right. So then they know they turn this way. And then you start them walking around the room, and you start them just walking regularly. And then you start giving them different commands, like pick up your knees really tall. Try to hold your hands on your hips, or have them hold their hands out. Hit your knees with your hands. Hit your hands with your knees around the room, and then you have them put the hands back down, and then you say, stick your hands out, and then you can just show them the arms whether they can move or not. And then you have them put their hands on their hips, and you can have them walk on their toes, have them try to walk on their heels. My little ones used to do this, walk on their heels a couple times around the room.
Wait, do the heels again?
They walk like
Oh,
this,
okay.
kind of digging their heels in a little bit. And then you go around the room a couple times, but it's enough to get them active. And then you have a predetermined place where they sit down, or where they don't sit at first, they stand. So you assign them their places. So you form at first, they walk around, you lead them around all the way into one long line. And from there,
So they're one long line across?
yep,
There,
one long
okay.
line. Then you're gonna walk down the line, and you're gonna go zig, zag, zig, zag, zig, zag, zig, all the way down the line. And you say, everybody who's a zig, raise your hand. They don't have to know the right hand yet, so they'll raise their hand. All the zigs will step to the front line. And you're gonna need to, since they'll have a predetermined line, they'll have a predetermined place to be on those lines, in those lines. So that's where they'll be. So, after that, what's the first thing I did? I have my notes. Oh, yeah. Right from there, they've had their lines. You're going to teach them how to switch the lines off the bat. So they're standing there. Everyone's standing up. You say, put your hands on your hips. Everyone's hands are on their hips. You say, front line, back up straight. And back line, walk straight to the front. Teach them how to switch lines. And then they hold, and then you say, do it again. Back line, walk forward. Front line, walk back. Switch the lines. That's an exercise that you can time it, and then you can say, okay, on the count of 3, change lines, move, go. And then stop. Okay, then from there, you're going to show them how to walk to the bar. So everyone turns and faces the bar. You're going to say, this is Mr. Bar. And all the zigs, or anyone who's in the back row, will walk to the bar. They just walk straight ahead to the bar. They can't touch the bar, but they can walk to it. Then the zags walk straight to the bar, and they can't touch it. And you show them 6th position, and then you show them how far they should stand from the bar. They're way down here. So you want, they're reaching up like this, and just have them touch the bar, make sure, go down the line and show them we want your elbows in front. Now take your hands down. Now put your hands up. They just have to learn the rules. Then that's enough at the bar. That's enough, that's plenty. So you say, okay, everybody on the count of 3, turn to the mirror. 1, 2, 3, go. Everybody turns to the mirror. Then you say, we're gonna show you where you are during class. When I tell you where to go, you're gonna know where to go. And they don't have to be in any lines, they can bunch up. And you say, come on, follow me, and they love to follow. Say, the mirror is side 1. And most of the kids can count to 10 by that age, so they know. So you say, okay, who can count to 8? Say, okay, let me hear you count to 8. So one little girl gets to count to 8, and you say, let's all count to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you show them, this is side 1. That's where the people who watch you dance are always at side 1. And then you ask them, where's side 1? Point to side 1. And they should understand that that's side 1. Then you say, come on, let's tiptoe to corner 2. And you show them corner 2, they tiptoe to that. And then you say, okay, I want everybody to point to side 1. Hopefully they remember that's side 1. And you go pretty quickly, you don't stand around, they've got to keep moving. Then you say, now we're going to hop on one foot to side 3. Here's side 3. Let's count to 3. And you show them there's side 1. This is a corner. Corner 2, side 3. You keep going around the room just rapidly. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they're going around the room. So then you bring them to the center. And you say, I want everyone to walk like you're really mad. Stomp your feet to side 1. Most of them know side 1. So if they don't, you wait. See which girls know which sides and corners are. Those are going to be the leaders of your class. The ones who pick it up are the ones that pick up. So just be watching. And then you say, okay, who knows where corner 2 is, etc. Don't make it too long, just a little bit, but enough to get them moving. Then from there, you say, okay, on the count of 3, because they know where they're supposed to stand at center 4 now. You've assigned those places for now. We want you to walk your places, so they have to be able to find their places, and if they can't, you call them back in the group and say, on the count of 3, come back to me. You like that rhyme? And then just say, okay, on the count of 3, who knows where their place is? And some of the girls will know. Say, okay, go to your places. Now everyone go to your places. Yay! bing, they find their places. And then from there, you can do sixth position. They can learn how to stand in sixth position. You show them their hands on their hips again, boom, bump with music, bump, ba, 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 yum, ba, 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 yum, ba, 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 yum, ba, da, 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 ba, ba. You know, and then they put your hands on the hips and you give them two, you know, demi-plies in sixth. And just make them stand up tall. And then I use a little rhyme for arms, a verbal rhyme. I have just, they're little, so they don't have to be perfect. And you say, okay, look at, what shape are my arms? Square? Is this square? No, look, they say round. What can you put in a round basket? And they'll all go, oh, puppies, kittens, candy, whatever you go, yes! I said, this round position, this is first position. And I always say, first position, here we are. And then I open their arms wide. Second position, arms out far. And I always ask them, how do you know how to get to second position? Well, it's because they drop all the candy in their basket. Boom. Second position, arms out far. Third position, both arms high, look up, open them up and see the sky. And they love the rhymes. They learn the rhymes pretty easily. And then after that, that's enough. That's enough in one place. So now, a good thing to do is to show them, begin to train them how to walk to the corner. And for now, we'll walk to the corner in 2 lines. So you're gonna take the girl, would be on that side in that room, but the girl on the end is gonna walk all the way down the bar and make them hustle. Stop, turn around. Then the front line. You take this girl over here, and you make her run around all the way down to where these girls, the very last girl here is lined up. They're all the way down the bar, and they all have to turn this way, and then they're all gonna start walking to the corner. And you stop them at the corner, and then you say, everybody point to corner 2. And they'll all, so you're not even teaching them ballet right now. You're just giving them the rules of the game. And you say, there's corner, they figure out what corner 2 is. Okay, now, what's your name? Susie. All of you are gonna stop at the corner with your hands on your hips, and I want you to run to corner 2 as fast as you can. And you're gonna need to put out a piece of paper or something that they know they have to stop by that piece of paper. So, because they'll run right into the wall at that age. They're crazy. So you put something that they can run to. So here they are, they all know how to put their hands on the hips now. And they don't have to do any ballet run or anything, they just run. In fact, you can tell them once they start running, they can just run as fast as they can to this. And then when they get there, you show them how to walk, they're all feeding around. Then they walk to this corner, and they start walking down the line again, till everyone's across. So you have to take the first girl, show her, but like I said, make it move. It has to move. So then they begin feeding down the line. They learn how to run to the corner. They've all fed down the line. When the last girl is around that corner, she's going to be the leader when they go this way. But the first day, you're not worried about going that way. You're just going to feed them around again so they get the idea. So that's important. So they're moving. Then you say, on the count of 3, I want everyone to walk to your places on in your 2 lines. If they need to at first, you can use little spots. I used to get those little foam pieces of paper, those paper foam things you can get at any store, and I'd make a little heart or something, and I'd put the hearts, once the kids were there, I'd put the heart there, and they all had to go find a heart, find their heart or whatever. But after a while, you don't want them to rely on that at all. They need to be able to gauge where they are. So they've done the around the room thing. They understand how to go that one direction. The next class, you'll start working on the other direction. So you have them quickly walk to their spots. And when they're at their spot, the first thing you're gonna do is have them get down on the floor. You're gonna have them take their hands over their heads so they cannot touch the floor. And you're gonna say, okay, I want everybody to put your hands up. Put your hands down. Put your hands up. Put your hands down. It's a great exercise. Make them splay their fingers. You know, bam, bam. The obedience has to be instant. And then you say, okay, now we're going to put our hands up. Keep them up. Get down on one knee. Get down on the other knee. And then you're going to have them sit down on their heels, on the backs of their heels. So if you want to try it. So they should be able to do all this without you showing them anything except the arms. They have to learn to listen. So you're up, so get down on one knee, usually the right knee. Then you get down on the left knee, and you sit on your heels, and then you put your hands on your hips. And then while they're there, just for a minute, then you're going to turn on the music, and they're going to do their little head nods, and you're going to go, yum, up, 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 down, and up. 4 times, down, and up, down, and up. Arms out. Look up. Bum, 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 bum. Hips. And you have to go around and work with them. Then they can put their hands down on the floor, and they can take their legs to the front. They can go over on one hip. I can show them how. Stick their legs out to the front. And right here is where the biggest sin begins with these lower levels, because by the time they get to me, they're all sickled. So you're going to teach
Oh,
them.
Lord have mercy. Sickled, bent knees.
So your job at first, you're not going to worry about them sitting up yet. Right now, they have to learn, you're going to run down those rows and you're going to bump their legs. So you have to move, it's just that. And so tight that you can't move their feet. Now, a lot of the girls have soft feet. So the first thing they're going to do is this, and you've got to build it into them right now, that 6th position means the feet are at the proper angle to those ankles. And after a few times, they'll understand that. And then you say, okay, everybody, lie down, fast, so lie down. And your hands by your sides. And then you're going to have them stretch their legs again. Also, you want to go around and check for mouse holes under their backs. You want them to really push down into the floor. The main thing is, when the feet are in 6th position, the knees, the top of the knee is to the top of the ceiling, but it doesn't mean that they get to invert their foot. Okay, then they have to relax. And then, have them try to sit up just using this. We'll work on that with you. Yes. Then on the count of 3, everyone's going to jump up. They can jump up any way they want. So go 1, 2, 3, jump up. Arms up. And then while they're standing there, have them put their hands here. And they're standing in 6th position. They know that. And I want you to just teach them how to do little side steps to music right from there, very quickly. So they'll go side and together, and side and together, and side and together, bend, stretch, side and together. Feet totally parallel together, 3 times, side, together, and plie, and stretch. And then from here you say, okay, drop your hands by your sides. 1, 2, 3, go. Then you say, everybody turn toward the door. Boom. And then you say, on the count of 3, everyone line up. Back row, go. They should know now. They feed. Go ahead, sorry. Feet are on the bar, but they have to go all the way to the end of the line. They have to understand formation. All the way around.
Now, one group's going that way, one group's going that way?
They're going to follow, they're all going to learn to go that way, or it's 2, because they're only going this way today. So then you walk down the bar, here's your row. As soon as this last row goes, this row goes.
Okay.
And they feed down the bar, so it's so automatic. You don't have to mess with this stuff.
Is that what you did before when you went to the 2 corners? Did you go row by row?
Yes.
Okay.
I did. But on the 2 corners, we have to work on that with a little more. As soon as they get down the line, then they turn around, have them turn toward the mirror this way. Now, they're going to do, you're going to have them go 2 by 2. to learn how to do this. So again, this is an exercise. They're not doing any steps yet. You take the first two girls. Here they are. The leading girl goes down stage. So what you do before you do this is tell them, pretend you're on the hill. Everybody turn to the mirror. We're on the top of a big hill. That's the bottom. To get to the bottom of the hill, do you run down or do you run up? And they have to think about it. Go down. Well, that is down stage. And you can actually do exercises with them running up and down the stage. Don't do it all the first day. They've had plenty. So for now, you stick them where they go. The first girl goes down stage. The second girl stays up stage with her. So they're here. And then you just have them here, then you just have them run. And you feed them as fast as you can. They run to the mark. The girl who's upstage leads this girl around as they feed. Same thing. So they learn how to pair up just from the side of the room. And it can get to the point where it goes very fast. So you stick them there, run. And they have to leave the formation correctly too. And they can do that even at 4 and 3. It takes longer.
I have a question. We're doing that, are we doing that feed thing this way just because of the small room, or is that normal? I'm just wondering for future, if we ever have a big studio.
Then they don't
do
have to feed as far, but they do feed. They
Like,
still
where
feed.
would they normally line up and rush up? Would they go around like we did all the way down to this end, or would they be over here normally, or?
They would have room,
Or-
well, it depends on the
Or
size
no,
of the
they would be
studio.
here, and then
Yeah.
on that side, they would be that wall, right, normally?
If they're coming around, well, if it's a huge studio, then we didn't have to worry about this.
My past.
Well, in my task, we still all started from the very back corner.
Yeah, the back corner, but
And
I'm talking about where
they
they lined, they were lined
Yep,
here.
they're lined here.
But then we used to would have fed in right here normally, is I guess my question. But we're having to do it here because it's a small
It's tiny,
studio.
yeah, so we have to go here, but yeah, they could feed in from here to go this way.
If it was a big
But we
place,
have
that's
no
normally
room.
what it would have, right?
Yep, and they have to have it, we're just
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
work
yeah.
with
No,
this.
this is brilliant
But yeah,
what
what
you came up with.
Yep, but what she says, like about a bigger studio, then we would retrain them, and they can be retrained a million times.
Yeah, I just,
So that first day, do you understand, you're not teaching them ballet. The first day, they're learning really quick directions, and it may take you a couple of classes, and you're gonna sneak in the ballet too. Oh, you angel.
yeah,